Hello, agricultural enthusiasts. Today, we will explore the wonderful moments of the agricultural harvest. Get ready to display impressive images from the planned autumn, especially around June or July, the ideal time to harvest raspberries. At this time, the raspberries have turned a juicy, sweet red, a sign of a bountiful harvest. Machines run along the raspberry trays, along with plastic rods cutting the bushes, causing the raspberries to fall into the snow. Here, farmers will select the fruits, remove the leaves and unripe fruits, then carefully stack them instead of blocking them to avoid strong impacts. Next, we head to the vineyards, where the grapes are used to make wine and confectionery. The harvest season lasts from mid-August to October, when the grape leaves turn brown and fall, marking the ideal time for harvesting. Harvesters, which perform medical operations, glide through the rows of grapes, using special devices to separate the vines from the vine. The fallen grapes are collected on ice, while the leaves and stems are not removed to retain the high-quality raisins. Finally, the clusters are transferred to storage tanks. The corn harvest in California takes place from June to October, when the corn reaches the milky stage. The corn here is famous for its freshness and distinctive flavor. Harvesters are capable of adjusting the height and position to suit the height of the plant and the distance between rows. The machine's reels will be inserted inside, cut the stalks and brought out according to the harvest area. These machines have revolutionized the work of harvesting targets, reducing manual labor and shortening the collection time significantly. In 2023, the U.S. harvested about 340,000 acres of corn. Next is cabbage, an important agricultural product with a harvest time of 75 to 90 days after planting. The cabbage harvester will move through the rows of cabbage. Sharp knives will cut the leaves and roots of the plant. The cabbage is then transferred to tape and workers will check and remove unsatisfactory dogs right in the room. In a wheat field in western New York, tractors and balers are used to collect straw and compress it into compact squares. These situations are not only easy to transport, but also ideal for use as bedding material. The baler works by collecting dry straw and other materials from the ground, which are then fed into a baling condition. A piston moves back and forth to compress the straw into sturdy square bales. The squares are then neatly arranged in the field and further collected by an automaton. At the same time, a final harvest is taking place, signaling that the carrots have reached their perfect ripeness. The machine uses a filter to reduce the carrots set one at a time, combining a reasonable mechanism to remove the residue on the root. After being pulled up, the plants are concentrated upside down and placed in rows to dry in the sun, a process that usually takes 2 to 4 days to achieve optimal dryness. Once completed, the carrot picker continues to collect the dried plants into a conveyor system, using a rotating mechanism to separate the carrots from the vines. We continue on to Iran, which is one of the world's largest producers of pistachio products. The peak harvest season is in September and October. The radio clamps the tree trunk and shakes it to cause the pistachio fruit to fall. The operator can adjust the intensity to avoid damaging the tree. After the pistachios have shed their leaves, they are collected by an automatic collection tray around the base of the tree, which reduces stress on the ground and keeps the nuts clean. The academic facility system usually separates the leaves and branches from the nuts, and the nuts are then transferred to a conveyor for preliminary. We come to India. India is the largest producer of onions in some countries with an annual production of 58,000 pounds. Indian onions are famous for their distinctive spicy taste and are available all year round. The onion harvester is equipped with modern square rotating shafts that move in the opposite direction to the harvester. It works underground, loosening the onions from the soil and preparing them for harvesting as rollers lift the onions onto the harvester. They are placed on a conveyor belt with small holes to remove excess soil and onion leaves. Then the onions are transferred into a container attached to the harvester. This Now let's visit the pineapple fields. About 85% of the world's pineapples come from Asia, typically China, Indonesia and the Philippines are the top producers. During harvest time, farmers usually start early in the morning to avoid the midday heat, ensuring the pineapples stay fresh as the trucks slowly move along the rows. Farmers follow along, placing the fresh, packaged pineapples on the truck's conveyor belt. The fruit is carefully placed in crates for transport to the packing facility. This method saves time and effort, reducing the need to manually transport large quantities of Now is the time to enjoy the wonderful taste of citrus fruits. Citrus fruit harvest season in Texas usually takes place from November to January every year. The best time to harvest is early morning or late afternoon when the weather is cooler, reducing stress on the trees. Farmers use harvest baskets and ladders to pick fruit from tall citrus trees without having to climb before picking. Farmers inspect the fruit to ensure that the ripe citrus fruit has a shiny skin and a distinctive aroma. When the basket is full of fruit, it is transported to the nearest collection point and dumped into large bins. Finally, let's explore mango harvesting in Thailand. The best time to harvest mangoes is early morning or late evening when the temperature is cooler. This reduces the chance of fruit damage. Farmers use poles with attached nets to catch the fruit and prevent it from falling and crushing. They leave the fruit stems intact for better preservation. Mango trees are 30 to 40 feet tall, making harvesting difficult for farmers. Use high-lift equipment to reach the mangoes at the top of the tree. On large mango farms are harvested in groups, usually consisting of 10 to 20 people. They pick and grade the mangoes on site. The group works together to ensure a quick and efficient harvest while maintaining high quality. Modern farmers have a wide range of equipment options for their farming operations, from tractors, lawn mowers to harvesters, and all of them meet the needs of livestock farmers and industrial scale. Thank you for taking the time to watch the entire Lumpy farm video. If you find the video useful and interesting, don't forget to share, leave a comment and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the latest videos from us. Thank you very much and see you in the next video.